Okay, so yeah, last minute preparation tips for CDS. So myself, my name is K. Karthik Raja, and right now I'm working as a freelance educator in different defense academies, and also I have trained more than 2,000 students in the same field. I have experience in SSB Short Academy and also Defense Academy Coimbatore, and right now I'm associated with CCDA as well. And I have been clearing my examinations, especially in the field of defense, since my first attempt. So I'm quite qualified to take this particular class for you. Don't worry. Okay. Okay. So let us start with the very first slide. See, right now we are left with only 4 days. Okay, so 29, and today is Tuesday, and we have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and the Sunday will be your examination, which means you are left with only 4 days. Okay, there is something called as rationing. Okay, when you are given limited resources, you are supposed to divide it and use it accordingly. So this is called as rationing, and we have been doing this in the armed forces as well as in many times in history. Right now, I want you to ration your time. Okay, previously we used to ration the water and ration the resources. This At this particular juncture, your time is your resource. I want you to ration that time. You are left with only 4 days. Okay, so if you are a serious defense aspirant, I want you to take a break from your college or work for the next 4 days. Okay, if it is possible. College students, I know it is possible for you. Work, I will leave it to your own discretion. Okay, and if you are a person who is just sitting at home and preparing for the examination, well and good. Okay, so this is my very first advice. Hey, take a break from your college or work for the next 4 days. Next thing, quit social media and gaming for the next 4 days. Okay, if you are an online gamer, please quit the games for at least next 4 days. You can start playing again on Sunday night. Okay, and social media especially, please quit it. The reason is that you will feel like, sir, I'm following current affairs only in social media. Please leave that opinion because your question paper is already set. Okay, minimum 21 days before the examination, the question paper is already set. Okay, and whatever that you are going to read today will be useful only for your next series. Okay, so bear that in mind and just don't follow social media. It will be just a waste of time for you. So the next thing is strengthen your strong subjects. I hope you're all aware of the subjects in which you're strong and the subjects in which you have to improve. Please type out the list of subjects in which you're strong at. Okay, so I just want you people to be aware of the subjects in which you're strong in. Okay, and you don't have time to sit and focus on new subjects. So leave all the subjects in which you have no confidence in that. So just focus on the subjects in which you are good at and keep reading it and again and again. And the final tip is go back to the basics. You are not appearing for NDA examination or JE examination to get into the complex things of a subject. CDS or AFCAT in that matter expects only the basic knowledge in all the subjects. Okay, so just go back to the basics. Go and read about what is an acid, what is a base, what makes metal an acidic or basic, what are the basic properties, and go back to history. Read about only the basic stuff. Read about Mahatma Gandhi, Indian National Congress, and all those kind of things. Okay, we will. Okay, so we will again go back and see what are the important topics from each subject. Okay. Okay. So now let us discuss each and every single subject and the important topics. Okay, fine. So now we will start with physics. Okay. In physics, the most important topic that is often repeated is light. Okay. Light. This chapter covers the natural phenomena and the lenses and the power and eye, each and every single thing. Okay. From this chapter alone, you can expect 2 or 3 questions. Okay. Sure. Definitely. And this chapter is not a difficult chapter. We have been reading about light since our 6th and 7th standard. Okay, just read about concave lens, convex lens, the type of images that they are forming. Okay, I don't have my writing pad, so you just have to listen to my voice. Fine. And the next thing is the natural phenomena. If you expand the meaning of physics, okay, physics itself is a study of nature or natural phenomena. So read about all the natural phenomena that is occurring. Why is the raindrop in spherical in shape? And why does ocean look blue? Why does sky look blue? Okay, the Raman scattering effect and all those things. Read about global warming, the albedo effect, heating up of the earth. Okay, and how the pressure difference is there in when you're in a normal surface and when you go up a hill. Okay, so these kind of natural phenomena you have to read. Next thing, one short question is the problems that are asked from Ohm's law. Ohm's law is something that has a most famous formula: V is equal to I R. Okay, you just have to understand this particular V is equal to I R. And also there is 2 other formulas for V to finding V, and one formula for finding I, and 2 formulas for finding R. Okay, so you just read these 5 formulas and connect it with V is equal to IR, you will be able to solve 2 problems from this Ohm's law. Okay, you will be looking at, oh my God, they have given power, they have given resistivity and all those things. But once you boil all these things down, you will ultimately end up in V is equal to IR. Okay, so all the questions that they'll be asking from electricity will be based on this V is equal to IR. And the next type of problems that you will be getting is work and power type of problems. For example, if a refrigerator has been running for 30 days and its power consumption is so and so, okay, what is the energy that has been emitted or lost? So these kind of questions. And then about work and power, there is certain relationship between work and power you have to find out. And again, going back to light, you have to know the lens formula, the mirror formula. That's it. Okay. And also you have to understand when the V is positive, when the U is positive, and negative and all those things. And to my students, I hope I have taught you a table long time back. So if the table is with you, recall it so that it will be easy for you. Okay. And the next topic from where you will get another short question is gravitation. Okay. You will be getting questions like two bodies are kept, and once mass is doubled or the distance is reduced into half, what will happen to the gravitation force between them? Okay. These questions will be asked in many different variations. Okay. So I'll leave it to you. Just take notes, and it is not so late. If you just start this topic after as soon as the session is done, you can finish this entire physics in not more than 1.5 hours. See, this entire thing doesn't take more than 1.5 hours. You can finish the entire physics tonight, and you can get 8 short questions from this topic alone. 8 is a very humble number I'm giving you. Okay. Entire physics is mostly based on this. Other than that, you might get a few other questions from random topics, which you can leave it. It is sacrificable. Okay. Everybody understands it. You're not preparing for, civil services. There is no compulsion for you to score 100 out of 100. It is more than enough if you are able to score, more than 50 or 60 in this. Okay. Okay. See, always whenever this kind of formulations are involved, please don't mug up or memorize the formulations. Okay. Just understand how these formulas are derived so that even if you forget, in the exam hall, you can sit and derive on the spot and you can come up with conclusions. Okay. We don't remember the trigonometric values, right? Tan 45, tan 0. We don't remember it. We just put a scale of 0 to 1 and 1 to 0 and then 1 and infinity, and then we just fill in the blanks. Right. So that is the way that you have to approach. A similar approach is there for this array topics as well. Okay. If you have time, just watch some YouTube videos where in 2 minutes they will teach you how to put this table. It is very simple. Okay. If you understand this, definitely you can get one question right, especially for this array.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So now let us go to biology. So the most important topic when it comes to biology is vitamins, their sources, and the deficiency diseases. Okay. Whatever book that you take, whatever series or after preparation book or whichever website that you go, you will always find a table for this vitamins, their sources, and deficiency diseases. Okay. So just sit and memorize or understand whatever it is. Okay. Mostly people we get confused in the vitamin B area. Vitamin B1, B2, B3, B12, and all those. Okay. B6 and B12. If you feel like vitamin B is so confusing, please leave it. Okay. Just remember about vitamin B6 and B12. Okay. Because they are the most often repeated vitamins. So go for it. And vitamin A, B6 and B12, then C, D, and all those, and E as well. Okay. So then there are deficiency diseases, night blindness, and how you sort it out. In order to sort this out, what are the food intake that you'll be having? Egg, carrot, spinach, green leaves, and all those things. So just understand this table, sit and read this table. If you feel like this table is too much for you, please leave it. Okay, but again, there are tricks for it. Vitamin C always tends to citrus, C for citrus. You can remember it like that. Next is the parts of the plants, flowers. Okay, part of the plant, starting from the root, okay, then to stem, then to the tip of the plant, leaves, and all those things. And what is their purpose? And then a recent trend is that parts of the flowers is being asked again. So, petals and all that. I'm not a biology guy. I'm just giving you this idea. Okay. And also about the seeds, seed formations, gymnosperms, angiosperms, and all those things. And what is the difference between these two things, basically? This is often a repeated topic in CDS, gymnosperms and angiosperms. Okay. And also talking about plants, you will get, asexual reproduction of plants. Okay. How do they pollinate and all those things. Okay. So parts of the plants, you may get one question or two questions. That's it. Vitamin, you will definitely get one question for sure. Then the next is one of the most important topics, which is now in the trend: hormones, glands, and their action. For example, which hormone is responsible for which action in your body, and where these hormones are being secreted, which gland they are being secreted. Okay. And in case there is a deficiency of certain hormones, how do you sort it out? Okay. So hormones, you can again expect one question for sure. Then next, fourth one, again repeated ones. See, all the topics that I'm giving are all repeated topics. Okay. Okay. So the next thing is number 4 is diseases and vaccines. This doesn't require much explanation. All the famous diseases you can even expect from COVID-19 also. Okay. They might tell you to find the odd one out. Okay. So popular diseases and their vaccines. And if you want to go further deep, please go for the people who invented the vaccines. Okay. They're inventors of these vaccines. Okay. Next, number 5, last but not the least, is the human body facts. Okay, which is the largest bone in the human body, which is the only muscle that doesn't move, which is the smallest bone in the human body. Okay, respiratory system, which doesn't there, which is not there, and which part of the body is responsible to hold the body in a straight axis, and all those things. This basic human body facts. How many bones are there in a human body? How many bones are there in a baby's skeletal system? Okay, very very basic human facts. You can expect definitely one question from this. See, these are the questions that we have been reading since our 6th standard or 7th or 8th standard, but we tend to overlook these topics. CDS is interested in this kind of topics. Okay, that is how most of us will feel. Oh my God, I studied for so long, but I was not able to answer. And once the exam is over, you will come and tell it to your friends. The paper was busy, but I was not able to answer many things. Had I prepared much more, I would have been able to answer. Okay, this is the much more preparation that you are doing. You're not going further. You're just going backwards. Okay, just take a step back, understand the basics, and then you can go and easily clear this examination. Okay, you just get 20% in a paper, and that paper is clear for you. Okay, boys, you just clear this examination, and once you get recommended in your SSB, you don't have to worry about merit. But for girls, the competition is cutthroat for you. Cutthroat means it's like the toughest competition. It is always the same for the girls. So you have to really sit and study hard. Okay. So any doubts in this biology part? I'm just covering the short parts. Okay, there are other parts which you feel like is important. If you want, you can share them now. Anyone who's preparing biology? I'll just give one question from each topic. So here we have around 5. Here we covered around 8. So already our 13 questions are over from our side. Okay, only from these 2 subjects. Okay. Shall we go to chemistry? Anyone? Yes, Balaji.
Sir.
Go ahead.
Sir, photosynthesis related
Photosynthesis?
That is an important no round asking in CD related topics.
I don't think photosynthesis is that much important.
Environment related topics.
Environment related, yeah, we'll cover that. Okay, so we'll discuss that environment related things. I've added that in the slide. We'll discuss that also. Okay. Anybody else? So we have 15 participants, and leaving myself and Jay, we have more than 13 participants. I just want a yes from everybody so that I will understand that you guys are listening this class. Just put a yes in the chat box. I want some participation. I want to see some participation. Yeah, Dikshita is always there. Yes. Roja has said yes. Yes. Then Vijay, Avitra, Rino, Vinu. Okay, Prashant, Balaji, thank you. Fine. Okay. So Jay, do we have only the August batch students?
Yes, Karthik, only August batch.
Sir said it is an open session. I was expecting more actually.
No, yeah, but since I shared the link to them, but last moment people didn't make up. So August batch students are here, even though I shared they didn't come. So okay, that is the problem.
Okay, we'll respect the people who are here. Okay. And guys, yes, I may take a current affairs session day after tomorrow. Okay, that will be again on the same time. But current affairs session, people who attended it last time, they will know it will be quite intense, and we always do it at the last moment so that you don't get overloaded. Okay. So yeah, day after tomorrow, I might take a current affairs session, and it will be for free as well through CCDA only. So please pass the word, spread the word. Okay. Yeah, coming back to the science topic. Now we will see about chemistry. Okay, chemistry, first and foremost, chemicals and their common names. Okay, when I say chemicals, it includes the common acids, bases, and then again the chemical compounds. Like we have different types of compounds like bleaching powder, baking soda, and all those things. Okay, so there are different acids which have common names, bases which have common names, and as well as chemical compounds which have their common names. And also, if CDS has decided to increase the difficulty level, they might ask the chemical composition as well. Okay, like CaO is which element. Okay, so it will be like that. Okay. This again is available as a table in many books as well as in many different websites. Another table for you to memorize. If you understand it, you can understand it. If not, please memorize because you may get 2 questions. One question is for sure, but I'll give it 2 questions this time. Okay. Then going back to basics, acids and bases. Okay. What makes a compound acidic? What makes a compound basic? If you have H, it becomes acidic. If you have OH, it becomes basic. Okay. And what are the properties of acid? What are the properties of bases? And in case if you use a strong acid, how do you nullify it? In case if you use a strong base, how do you nullify it? So this is how you have to approach it. And also their daily life uses. Okay. Daily life uses. Acids and bases. There are different acids and bases we use in different places. So please understand their regular usage. Okay. Next thing is polymers and their uses. Can someone say what are polymers? It is again a very basic topic. Polymers. There are something called as natural polymers and artificial polymers like polythene, PVC. Okay. So these are the polymers that we see in daily life. So these kind of polymers and their purposes. For example, in which field can you find this PVC? PVC is common where? Where can you see this PVC?
To install water drainage in our home.
Exactly. So basically your water pipes. Okay, PVC pipes. That's how they advertise it in all the channels. PVC pipes, very strong PVC pipes. Okay. So I want you to understand the expansion of PVC and the uses of PVC. PVC is just one simple example which I'm giving. There are different types of polymers, polyethylene, the carry bags and all those things. Okay. Next thing is discoveries when it comes to chemistry. Okay. Proton, electron, neutron. Okay. Then again, who discovered radioactivity and the units of different phenomena. Okay, so this discoveries is very much important. Gold foil experiment was done by which person? Okay, and all this discoveries. You might expect one question for sure. My students, they many people often get confused whenever discovery of electron, proton, and neutron are concerned. We often keep confusing all the three people. Okay, so please read only two and remember this only two. Okay, so that whenever you see a third option, you will automatically understand this is the person. Okay, whenever you are getting confused between two different topics, okay, please remember only one. Okay, so that you will know. Okay, if gymnosperms and angiosperms difference is there. Okay, and you are finding it difficult to associate to gymnosperms and angiosperms means please forget about angiosperms and read only gymnosperms so that you will automatically know if some other fact is given, it doesn't belong to gymnosperm, so it will be angiosperms only. Okay. So use this technique everywhere. So I'm a history teacher basically, and I used to tell my students to read Buddhism or Jainism. So in case they're getting too confused, I will tell them to read only one religion. You either read Buddhism or you read Jainism. So this is how you sort it out. You don't have to read everything. Okay. So you just read one and remember only that, so that automatically you can eliminate the others. Okay. Yeah. So we are done with discoveries. Next is it, and again another recent trend, which is the pH scale. Okay. So pH scale from pH 0 to 14. What are the acids or bases which lie in the scale? What is the pH level of human blood? What is the pH level of water? Okay, what is the pH level of sulfuric acid and all these things? Remember the basic pH levels of different objects. Okay. Then last, again, balancing equations of famous reactions. Okay. So they will give you some reaction, A plus B tends to C. It might be a reversible or non-reversible reaction. Okay. Then they will be asking you to fill up the blanks. So you have to put whether you're adding H2O or whether you're removing, a hydrogen and all those things. Okay. Only the famous reactions. This I will suggest only for the people who are quite good in chemistry. Okay. If you are not good in chemistry, please leave this out. Okay. Any doubts so far concerning physics, biology, and chemistry? Talking about the questions that we can expect from chemistry, I'll give one, assistant basis, yeah, one, polymers one, discovery is definitely one, pH scale one, balancing one. So we can expect 6 questions. So here we are expecting 8, here we are expecting 5, and here we are expecting 6. So what is the total? Around 19 from this topics alone. Okay, from this 16 topics, which are easily navigable, 1.5 hours for this. Maybe here you have lot, so I'll give you 2 hours, 2 hours for this. And this is again another simple topic. So you have 1.5, 1.5, and 2. So in 5 hours, if you just purely dedicate for the 16 topics, you can easily get 19 correct questions. Okay. Any doubts in this? Boys and girls, if you have any doubts, please let me know right now. I'm going to moving to humanities next. Okay, thank you. So now I'll be moving to the next topic. Yeah. So now the next is humanities, one of my favorite fields. Okay. Yeah. So first things first, we'll be seeing about geography. Okay. See, geography is again one of the heavy subjects which you will be coming across in CDS. Basically, humanities itself is quite a heavy subject in the entire CDS. So if you read humanities alone, but properly, you can easily get a higher order of merit. Okay. So first things is the geolocations that were recently in news. Okay. Say for example, recently there was a volcanic eruption. Okay, volcanic eruption. In the last series also this kind of question was asked. So last time there was a volcano known as Mauna Loa which exploded, and they asked what type of volcano it is. Okay, so volcanic eruptions and what type of volcano they are, in which islands they are located in, or in which ocean that particular island is located in. Okay, then some natural disasters. Okay. Some natural disasters. Say for example, there has been a tsunami, or there has been a cyclone or typhoon or hurricane, whatever it is, and in which sea or area did they originate from, and which country they affected. Okay, only the major ones. You don't have to read about everything that is there. Okay. Then what else? Yeah, is there any rivers which recently flooded in countries? Recently in Bangladesh there was a flood. You had to go and see which river it is. In China there was a flood. You had to see which river it is. Okay. So these kind of things. And also, if you're following the Russia-Ukraine issue, it has been happening for more than 1 year right now. So please go and understand the basic geolocations in Ukraine or in Russia. Okay. So generally they will be seeing a connection there. Okay, there will be a river which connects, there will be a peninsula and all those things. So you can expect certain questions from that also. Next is the layers of Earth and layers of atmosphere. Okay, layers of Earth is the different spheres that you'll be seeing from the core, crust, and all those things. Okay, lithosphere and blah blah blah, all this, and then layers of atmosphere. Troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, and all those things. And what are present in these layers? Okay, for example, where is ionosphere located, and where do we have satellites located? Okay, and talking about layers of Earth, you can go and explore about the different depths, and in which depths you can find what kind of elements or what kind of rocks. Okay, rocks is quite an intense topic, so please don't give much importance to this. But yeah, you can focus on atmosphere. Okay, geolocations in news, you can easily expect two questions. Layers of Earth or atmosphere, one question. If you are reading rocks, you can expect one more. Okay, then yeah, one of the easiest and famous topics is solar system for geography. Okay, solar system, one of the easiest topics. Sun and the other planets that rotate around it, revolve around it. Okay, so there you have to go and read about the basic facts, like which is the largest planet in solar system and how many moons does it have, which is the largest moon in the entire solar system. Okay, what are Saturn's rings, where is the asteroid belt present? Okay, and also what is the nickname of this particular planet, which planet is known as green planet, blue planet? Okay, and what are the gas giants? Okay, terrestrial planets, and all those things. Basic facts like this, the questions which a sixth standard boy can answer. Okay, these kind of questions will be asked. Okay, so prepare for solar system in a way that a sixth standard boy studies for his final examination. Okay, definitely it will be in that format only. Okay, so solar system, yeah, you can again one, here two, here also two. 5 questions are already over. Next thing is major projects considering India. Okay, major dams which are being constructed, major solar power parks which are being raised. Then the recent inauguration of bridges, tunnels, as well as different plants like ethanol plants, 2G ethanol plants, 1G ethanol plants. Okay, nuclear power plants. Okay, tidal plants, tidal power plants. So all these different types of plants which are in news. You don't have to read about each and every single thing there, but only the major ones, the bigger ones. Okay. For example, there was something called as Kaleshwaram lift irrigation project, which is the biggest in the world. We are doing that right now in Andhra Pradesh. Okay. So projects like this, you can easily expect 2 questions from this. Okay. For example, if a major project is being going across a certain river, you can read about the origination point of the river and where that river is going to go and reach the sea. Okay. So this is how you cover the entire thing. Okay. Next thing is the world geography. World geography, again, you can expect 2 questions easily. Okay. What are the fields from which they ask? First is borders, borders between different countries. 49th parallel, 70th parallel. Okay. Durand line, McMahon line. Okay. So all these famous borders between famous countries. Then capitals. Capitals, you can expect 1 question. Mostly you can expect 1 question. Then oceans, straits. Which Gibraltar Strait is located between which country? Okay. Then the imaginary lines of Earth. First is international date line, Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn, and then equator. Through which countries Tropic of Cancer pass, or through which states in India does Tropic of Cancer pass, and Tropic of Capricorn passes through which countries? Equator, same question. Okay. See, Tropic of Cancer passes through India, so please remember the states also through which it passes. Okay, and also the countries. For Tropic of Capricorn, you just remember the countries, and for equator also you just remember the countries. Okay. So if you are good in this particular topic, dateline, TOC, and TCP and equator, you can expect one more good question from this. This is all about geography. I'm just covering the basics of geography. There, if you are good in geography, you know what to study. Okay, there are important topics like cyclones, kharif crops, and which soil is suitable for which kind of area, and how do different soils come and settle, which soil is rich in what. Okay, everything you can read, and origination point of a river, where do they drain it? Okay, west flowing rivers and east flowing rivers, and to which sea they go and join. Okay, so there are many different things there, but I'm covering only the important ones. Okay, so if you are good in this entire topic, this geography takes solid 3 hours. Solid 3 hours. I know geography is a vast topic. Okay. So here you have 2 plus 2 plus 1 plus 2, almost 7. Then you have again another 3. So geography, only by reading these topics, you can get 10 questions correct. Okay, 10 sure short questions correct. If you're lucky, you may even get 12 or 13 more. So yeah, we are done with geography. Now we will go to history. Okay. See, history is a very vast topic, and I don't recommend you people to sit and read history at this point of time. If you have read history, please go ahead with this topic. If you have not read history, leave this subject for the good. Okay, please don't sit and waste time on history. Me being a history teacher, I'm telling this. Please don't sit and waste time on history. Okay, only if you are into it, please sit and read. If not, do not even care to turn the page. Okay, please leave this topic. Yeah, it is my duty to take this. So let me cover this as well. The first topic is the Vedic scriptures. Okay, which Vedas? Now, what are the famous verses or quotes which are taken from which Veda? For example, Satyameva Jayate is taken from which Upanishad? It's a question that is being repeated in almost all the government examinations. Okay, and G20 Vasundhara Kudumbakam was taken from which Veda, which scripture? Okay, these kind of questions you can expect. Okay, and who wrote which Veda in case if they have written. Okay, Gayatri Mantra is present in which Veda. Those kind of basic questions. Okay, right now the political scenario in India is leaning towards this particular part. So yes, of course, you can expect questions from this topic. So not just serious. If you are preparing for any examination for that matter, NBA, or if some of your friends are preparing for any government examinations, please recommend them to focus on these kind of topics. Okay, because the interest is shifting from the Mughal and Delhi Sultanate towards ancient history, towards much more of Aryan history. So we have to focus on this. If we are supposed to be smart, please focus on these things. Okay. Second is the British governors, governor generals, and viceroys. Okay, and who was the first governor of Bengal? Who was the first governor general of Bengal? Who was the first governor general of India? And who was the first viceroy of India? Who was the last viceroy of India? Who was the first and last uh, okay, British governor, Indian governor general or viceroy of India, and all these facts. Okay, everything. And in case there are certain important governor generals, what reforms did they bring? Okay, for example, who abolished sati? Okay, William Benedict, and who brought in the Permanent Settlement Act, Charter Act during 1857 rebellion? Who was the British governor general? Okay, and who was the first British viceroy? Each and every single major facts. Okay, you don't have to sit and read about the minor facts. Okay, only the major facts. Okay. Next thing is 1857 heroes. Okay, 1857 there was a huge war for independence. Okay, so 1857 is one of known as the Sepoy Mutiny in British history. In Indian history, it is known as First War of Independence. So the heroes of this particular incident. Okay, we have Rani Lakshmi Bai, Tatya Tope. Okay, a huge list of people. Okay, read about them and also about the revolutionaries who were there after this 1857. Okay, all the revolutionaries. We often focus on Indian National Congress, but there were other revolutionaries as well. Like there was something called as HRA, Hindustan Republican Army, where you have Bhagat Singh and Chandrasekhar Azad and all those people who took violence as a mean for revolution. You can sit and read about them also. Okay, read about Congress and also read about those HRA people as well. Okay, then you have IN Indian National Army by Subhash Chandra Bose. Okay, so all the major heroes of Indian National Movement. Okay, then another short question is Indian National Congress sessions. Read the major sessions. In which session did Indian National Congress split? Okay, it is often known as 1907 Surat split. Okay, then in which session they joined back? In which session we had the first Muslim president of Congress? In which session did Muslim League and Indian National Congress join? In which session did they break again? In which session did they take resolutions about non-cooperation movement and about civil disobedience movement? Okay, and also Quit India movement. These kind of major events. And in which session did Subhash Chandra Bose preside over the Indian National Congress? Okay. INC sessions, you can expect one question for sure. Okay, that you can close your eyes and say, yes, one question will be asked. Then for the people, I thought many people will be attending, so I didn't include some topics. Okay. So Vijayanagar is another topic where you can expect one question for sure. Okay. Vijayanagar is the favorite of the UPSC people, so you can expect one question from Krishna Devaraya and how did they trade and what are the books which were written during their period, which language did they write, and all those things. And number 6 is for people especially from Tamil Nadu, and you have an advantage because there is a topic called as Sangam, Sangam, Sangam H. Okay. So in the Sangam age, each and every single word that you will be seeing is of Tamil. So you can easily score 1 mark. If you're lucky, you may get 2 marks. Okay, 2 questions. Okay. Regarding Sangam age poetry, there will be 1 question. And the Sangam kings, there will be 1 question. Chera, Chola, and Pandya, all those. The Sangam can fetch you 2 marks. Vijayanagar can fetch you 1 mark. INC can fetch you 1 mark. This 1857, as well as all the revolutionaries, can get you 2 marks. British governors 1 mark. Various scriptures 2 marks. Okay. So we are done with 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay. So we have 10 questions from geography, 9 questions from history in hand. Okay. And reading this entire part of history takes again another 3 hours. Okay. So here you have 9 questions. Parlay is 3 hours. Okay. So if you sit and study humanities, this topics alone for 3 plus 3, 6 hours, you can get 19 questions correct. 19 questions. Okay. So this is the weightage that I'm giving you. And is there anyone who's reading polity? Sir, I'm preparing for polity with Lakshmikant book. Is there anyone? Please tell right now so that I can give you some hints. I'm not the one who studies polity, but I know the topics from which they ask.
Sir,
is there
I'm
anyone?
preparing for polity, sir.
Balaji, you're preparing. Okay, what is your level of preparation in polity, Balaji?
Sir, I complete almost all the topics, sir, that related to CDS examination.
Okay, super. Then please go ahead with it. And for polity, the topics that they will be asking repeatedly is the power of president and vice president. Okay, please read everything about president and vice president. Okay, and once you are read the president and vice president, you can just repeat it in governor itself. Okay, so most of the points will be repeating, and same goes with prime minister and then your chief minister of a state. Okay, and read about the panchayati raj and different layers of governance. Okay, I'm not an expert in polity. I'm just giving you certain things. So these are the major subjects that will fetch you marks. So far, we have discussed 19. And how many from science did we discuss? How many questions?
Total 19 questions.
19 from science? Yeah. Okay, so 19 from science and 19 from humanities. Okay. So how much does it attribute to? 38 questions. Okay. So for science, we are supposed to sit and prepare for how much? 5 hours. And for humanities, we are supposed to sit and prepare for 6 hours. Okay. Which means 11 hours of pure and raw dedication will get you 38 sure shot correct questions. Okay. You can close your eyes and then you can answer. Obviously, it is such an expression. Okay. So using this alone, 11 hours of preparation, you can get 38 correct questions. Okay. So beyond these subjects are more than enough to make you pass and even to put your name on the merit list for boys. For girls, you have to study more. Okay. Sir, what are the other topics that we can cover? There is something called as miscellaneous topics, which are the topics that don't come under any subjects, like the general facts, which is the largest ocean in the world, which is the highest waterfalls, in which country they are there. Okay. And who was the first woman to climb Mount Everest, first Indian to do this, do that. Okay. Static GK, static facts which don't change. Okay. Again, static GK. If you are a person who reads a lot of quiz articles and newspapers, static GK will be a cakewalk for you. If not, please leave static GK. Don't go for it because you don't have much time to sit and memorize all those things. Okay. If you're a person who is into static GK, go ahead. If not, leave it. You can expect around 3 questions from static GK. Okay. Then next, this is compulsory for everybody. Defense knowledge. Okay. Defense knowledge. Earlier, they used to ask only 1 or 2 questions from defense knowledge, but these days you can expect 4 to 5 questions also from defense knowledge, which is a very good advantage that they are giving us. Okay. For example, in defense knowledge, you can get questions about different weapon systems. Okay, this missile was bought from which country, or in recent Russia-Ukraine war, this weapon was used. What kind of weapon platform it is? Okay. Then one question from ships, definitely. INS blah 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 was participating in which military exercise? Okay, or which Indian naval ship was recently given to Myanmar? Which Indian naval ship was recently given to which country? Philippines. Okay. So INS Sindhuveer, INS Kirpan, these kind of questions will be asked. One from weapon systems like missiles and all. One from ships, and another from different training establishments. Okay, in NAFCAT, in all the ships, I guess this training establishment question was there. Okay, OTA, AFA, and all those basics. Then another question from military exercises. Recently, this exercise was conducted between which and which country. Okay, so reading this, you can expect 4 to 5 questions from defense knowledge. So static 3, defense knowledge 4. We'll give it 4. Then next comes another favorite topic of mine, that is current affairs. Okay. See, current affairs when it comes to AFCAT is not very much important, but when it comes to CDS, current affairs can single-handedly save your day. Okay. You can always expect 10 plus questions from current affairs. Sir, how can we expect 10 plus questions from current affairs? See, a current affair question only half of them will be direct face-to-face questions. Okay. And the other half will be hidden inside your geography. They will be hidden inside your polity. They will be hidden inside your history. Okay. So how will they ask? Say, for example, if recently there is a museum being opened in Lothal, okay, a National Maritime Heritage Museum that is being opened in Lothal. Okay, Lothal is a very major port city during the Indus Valley period. Okay, so you can expect a question on Lothal. What kind of discoveries did we find there? Okay, or who discovered the site of Lothal? Okay, you will feel like it is a random history question. No, but it is connected with history. It is connected with current affairs. Okay, so 5 direct questions and 5 indirect questions. These 5 will be based on, as I said, geolocations in news, different archaeological sites, as well as recent political advancements. Which article is related to what? Recently in Manipur, they invoke certain emergency provisions. So these emergency provisions come under, which articles, these kind of questions. Okay. Current affairs, I may or may not take a class. It is not confirmed. It depends on my commitment as well. Okay. So yeah, if I'm taking the current affairs session, please leave it to me. If not, I'll update you by tomorrow itself whether I'm taking it or not. I'll make sure this news reaches everybody so that more people will come and join. Okay. Last time when we took current affairs session, more than 10 questions were directly asked. And from our last current affairs session, we had certain topics for this AFCAT examination as well.